Walkman here. Oh, it's been for about a month. I apologize once again. Same old shit. Work, kids, stuff like that. But wanted to do a video about my thoughts about what's going on with AEW, and and it is August. So, excuse me. It is October 17th. It's Monday. Um, yeah. Well, I had the time, and also had the time, and also place is free for recording. No interruptions except for maybe Kung Fu Kitty, my the cat. Yeah, but he had some food over there and some water, so he shouldn't be bugging me. But um, so I am I'm trying. I am very happy with that. The fact that WWE has gotten better since Vince McMahon has stepped down. I'm completely happy with that. All I want is good wrestling and good storylines and not repetitive bullshit. I'm still happy with. I'm still enjoying Rampage immensely. I've seen two live shows so far this year. About to go, and I'm planning on seeing a third one. They're coming. They're on the East Coast. They're coming to my area. November. I'm gonna see my daughter has been to the. I'm taking my daughter to both of them. I'm trying to trying to see if I can get my son. When I bring him back when he gets back into town, it'll be the three of us trying to do all that. But yeah, I've enjoyed and and everything. And I've always heard this even before I started going to live events. Going to a live event is even better than it's even more enjoyable because the live atmosphere makes a big difference. Um, so all that being said, I I want to try. I gonna start talking about WWE because I am gonna. I mean, I have talked about WWE before, but I am gonna start uh, investing in the product again. Bray Wyatt, he came back on SmackDown. I did see that. Um, and it was great. And then he has and it's with the split personality. I mean, I'm glad. I don't know where he gets it. I guess it gets it from his father. I don't know where his father's got it from, but they're great storytellers, and it's a damn shame that because of Vince, his the storyline that he had going had to get fucked up because Vince is a megalomaniac, narcissistic cocksucker. All right, and he when at the beginning he was at the beginning when he created his vision, it was great, and his vision was fulfilled, and he created an empire. But he is a fucking cocksucking asshole right now. Well, what he was, he was catering to himself. Bruce Pritchard was a goddamn yes man piece of shit, and Laurinaitis was a fucking cocksucker motherfucker piece of shit. And I remember clips of seeing him. Just side note, seeing him as a wrestler and coming out on a skateboard. He was that not the dynamic dudes. One of the dynamic dudes. He looked he looked like a goofy ass motherfucker. You know that he came out on the skateboard. You know that cocksucker never touched a skateboard in his fucking life. And if he even stepped on it, he would have break his every goddamn bone in his fucking body. But I understand it's a character, and that's when I seen him, I'm like, because I didn't know him as a dynamic dude. I know him as John Laryngitis, as as when he was the people power, whereas when he was as the GM. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff from the '80s I seen. A lot of stuff I didn't see. Dynamic Dudes was not on my radar. Junkyard Dog, Roddy Piper, Iron Sheik, Hogan, of course, Savage was on my radar when it went back in that from like '85 all the way up, to the mid '90s. And there's a gap there. Work, shit like that, other stuff. Girls got in the way, not say got in the way, but it's like certain things take precedent. And WCW, and then it's like I went from WWF I'm going on a tangent here. I went from when I've been a fan since my brother been a fan, and my brother introduced it to me because he was watching it Saturday mornings. WWF. Afternoons after all the cartoons went off, he would watch it that hour. That's what I was exposed to. And then the mid 94, 93, WCW would come on in syndication. Like anything, we for the longest grew up with no cable. It was either feed a motherfucker or entertain them. Of course, my family chose feed, which makes sense. So WCW was free. It was a show. I forgot what it was called. Maybe it was Superstar. Nah, I don't know what it was called. But I remember seeing Ric Flair. He had a belt and all that, like a recap. And then and of course I know they still had a show. They had a show on on TBS. Didn't have it. So I went from being WWF. So I was stayed WWF fan, and I'm like, what's going on? But then Hogan left Hogan left WWF, went to WCW. I'm like, what's going on? Then Hollywood Hogan got born, and at that time, I'm like, no way, he's playing. It was like a rib. Like he's been good. When you grow up seeing somebody who's been like the ultimate hero be a bad guy, and that's what intrigued me. I kept tuning into Nitro. Come on, he's got to turn on Hall and Nash. He's got to. And it just kept getting worse and worse. He kept cheating. I'm like, damn. Like, but it was intriguing, and it was, and when you looking back on it, it was good because, obviously it was good because it kept me watching. Okay. Now, all that being said, like I said, Vince McMahon did what he had to do. Attitude Era worked. Then he just became, I don't know, this extra megalomaniac senile fuck. Like from 2017 all the way up till now, it became shit. 2016 was probably the last enjoyable time SmackDown. Like that 1 year of SmackDown was fucking great. I mean, it made Natalya. You was interested in seeing Natalya when she had that feud with one of the Bellas. I forgot which Bella it was. It was great. So I'm saying this to say this. I'm not just all on AEW's nuts. I'm all on board for good storytelling. And I'm going to be talking about WWE. I'm going to try to visit WWE more. Right now, I want to talk about my thoughts about what's going on with the AEW. It's been good. They've been holding, even with the whole shit that happened at All Out, they've been holding a nice million every week. They've been in the top 5 every week. Which is, when you think about how people had cut the cords and all this other shit, for you be able to be in the top 5 every week is great. Or if not top 5, top 10. 3 years. He had a 3-year anniversary. I was at that show. Excuse me. Saraya premiered at Grand Slam. This for just a couple of notes. Tony Khan's plate. I understand he's seen the algorithm, or he looked at the statistics. Like once he started streamlining and booking everything, he's seeing that the ratings that went up. At the same time, man, you have so much shit on your fucking plate, and you should just. And I'm glad you brought in Pat Buck. You promoted Shivani. But you need to have people. You need to have somewhat of a booking committee. Like you get feedback on who you should bring in, who you shouldn't bring in. By the way, I haven't spoken on this. CM Punk needs to go. Fuck him. By the way, fuck that cocksucker. I'm sorry. Like, it's something mentally wrong with that motherfucker. Like. Even when Shawn Michaels was being an asshole back in the day, he could blame the pills, the testosterone, the alcohol, whatever. He could blame all that, and also being immature, right? You blame all that. But CM Punk, he's mid-40s. He's older than me, right? So like, he has nothing to blame. It's just him he being a piece of shit, basically. Like his ego. It's fun having an ego. You have to have that mindset. That's one of the things I liked about him. He was like best in the world. All right, he is, but he isn't. You know, and but you have to have that mind state, that manifestation. You have to have that mindset, I should say, of being, you know, and because if you say, oh, this guy's better than me, yeah, maybe then he'll beat you. You know, you have a better chance saying, hey, I'm the best. This motherfucker ain't shit. Same thing, you know, with anything, rap, singing, fucking basketball, sports, whatever. You know, you know, it's not necessarily you have something against the other person, but you have to keep that mindset. Yeah, hey, you don't at my job, you know, and I'm you know, I'm the best, you know, and keep that mindset. Keep that mindset. Necessarily, I don't say it. I don't boast about it. The loudest one in the room is the weakest motherfucker in the room. It is true. I just keep it up in here. You know. That being said, AEW Punk has nothing to rage against. Okay. But then he made something. But once he has something to rage against, it's not even all that. Like he could have kept it in. Like if he felt like a certain kind of way about what Hangman Page had said, you know, get a little circle with Tony Khan and have a little meeting or whatever. But no, he wanted to go ahead and call him out and then be an asshole about it. You know, my point is, like one of the criteria that Tony Khan has said when he bring it before, you know, in his second one of his interviews a while ago. He said if the person is, he try to bring people her meets XYZ, and also who's good for the locker room, meaning somebody who's not toxic, right? Like I don't think Aries, what's his name, Austin Aries. I don't think he's ever gonna come because of his reputation. I don't think he's ever gonna be allowed or ever. I mean, can I say never? But he's just an example of like he's a great wrestler, but it's a lot of bullshit behind him. He's like on the same tier, fucking CM Punk, great. Ego's just like come the fuck on, calm the fuck down, all that shit. And the other thing is like even I'm not gonna want to say this, like CM Punk is made out of fucking glass. Like that he took too much fucking like you would think. To having some of that time off, you think he be well rested, but no, his body, when your body's not, it loses that conditioning and that constant. Like you could probably take 8 months, 7 months off, whether it's rehab, whatever. But he has been wrestling consistently for over 7 years plus. Okay, so I don't, and the way he treated Tony, he had interrupted him twice during that media scrum. When he was, because Tony was trying to interject, and I think he was caught off guard. Like he is a fan of CM Punk. There's a lot of analytics, certain things have went up because of CM Punk, but he's not fucking worth it. Honestly, when I have nothing against the Young Bucks, especially when I'm not against it with Omega. He just came back, the fuck back, looking great, and you see they can maintain. Well, like this is the thing about having a roster like this. You can have somebody out and you can miss them at the same time, not miss them, you know. And I think the fucking I don't think they should lose the VIP status. I don't. I think they should be allowed to be some sort of committee. And not to say I think they should keep their status. I think they went into the dressing room. If you don't know. You know, there was some sort of fight. I think y'all should fucking know this by now. There was a fight after the All Out show. Cause CM Punk went off, did a whole bunch of shit. They said, "Oh, if you have a problem with what I say, find me." So they went. So Omega and the Young Bucks, they are VIPs. They went there with the head lawyer, person, legal person. I forgot her name. And went to go talk to him, and this is probably quite sure is what happened. Fucking that Ace Steel, that crazy ass. You look at him, you can tell. Anybody got a smile? Look at Ace Steel's smile. He looks absolutely nuts. Okay, fuck him, by the way. Anyway, Ace Steel was actually CM Punk's trainer from Chicago. Mm-mm-mm. Apparently, he bit Kenny Omega. Bit him. Like, threw a chair at, I believe, Nick Jackson. Like, he should be gone. CM Punk needs to be whatever type of contract he has. Whatever Tony has to buy him out, and let him go. I don't even want to. I mean, you can say this is money. No, I don't want him around. I don't. He's gonna because it's gonna leave a bad taste in everybody else's mouth in the back. It is. Let that cocksucker go. He's not worth it. He isn't. Saraya's back. I think honestly, this was Saraya should run the women's division with the new coach. One of the coaches that Tony just hired. I'm drawing a blank on her name. I hate that. Madison Rain. It be kind of like a semi. Madison Rain, Emi Sakura. Emi Sakura trained a lot of the Joshi wrestlers. She's still a great wrestler herself. Have them run the women's division. You know, I mean, Tony Khan has to sign off on the approval, but yeah, have them book it. Them and Dustin Rhodes. Like, he's been working with the ladies from Jump Street. Have those four run the and book and have more. That way we get more women's segments and in there, because I really think the women there's a lot of motherfuckers who are injured. Not a lot, but fucking Statlander has another ACL. Her other ACL is injured. She's gonna be coming out looking like Stone Cold now. Like when her first ACL injury, she came back. She came back jacked. She had the knee brace with the metal. Now she would probably come out extra jacked. And other knee brace. You know. So looking like Stone Cold. Dun 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 dun. My lighter. Anyway, candles. By the way, what was it? Statlander injured. Red Velvet. I don't know what her injury is. I forgot. And Layla Hirsch. They'll go with short Russian. They're all. I think they're all. She hurt her ankle, I believe. So I mean, that's not a lot, but they got the Renegade twins. They should be on getting some more TV time. They've been on Rampage. They've been on Dark, definitely. They just Sky Blue recently became like officially. So I think she was doing per appearance, and now I think she's like with an actual contract. I don't know if it's 3 years. I'm assuming it's 3. She has improved. She has. I think one of her biggest wins to me, she beat Diamante. Diamante is a tough motherfucker, and the fact that she beat her, but and it was convincing too. Like, she's getting more aggressive. We already know she has the looks, and she's enough to just looking at her is enough to tune in. Like, same with Sasha Banks. You see her, she looks like she weighs like 90 pounds, but she puts her body on the line. She's out there bumping like a motherfucker, and she looks good doing it. By the way, Charlotte Flair can stay gone. All right, nobody misses her. I'm sorry, nobody misses her. That stupid. I hope when she comes back, I hope one of the things that Triple H says, "Hey yo, look, whoever's producing the match that Charlotte's in tonight, make sure that motherfucker doesn't do any moonsaults, but they look absolute ass." And I said this already, straight ass. And I like ass, but this ass is absolute nothing. Fucking crappy ass. Straight up. Iron board ass. Straight from the 70s and the fucking 80s. Okay, that's how bad. Okay, don't do any more moonsaults. You're a great wrestler. Fuck you and your moonsaults. Sorry, Charlotte. Fuck you and your moonsaults. Anyway. But those are my thoughts that I have right now. The shows have been consistently good. So that's all I have for you right now as far as that. I'm gonna finish my review on that's 2 months late on the Games album, Drillmatic. I suppose I only got about 2 songs in. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. So check it out. Should be up this week, and I'll try. I'll see you. If I don't get a review, I'm gonna have some sort of review of this week's ramp of this week's of some AEW news, and my thoughts on it on the show, whether it's Dynamite or Rampage or both. Okay. All right, Walkman out.